everyone and welcome to my Polymer clay update. So this will be my very first one ever, and I just started working with clay like a month ago, so if my charms aren't the best, that's why. So in the beginning I started using tutorials done by other people, so if I say there is one, then I'll link it down below so that you guys can go watch it. But so first I used this one to make this little tiny cupcake, which is the very first thing I made, and it's not super great, but could have been worse. So there's this, and that was from a tutorial, so I'll link it below. And then this was from the same tutorial, so I will link that below too, but it's these two little peas in a pod with little faces. So yeah, I'll link that below too. And then I have these donuts. So the first one I made was this one, and it has chocolate frosting and pink sprinkles, and I had leftover, after that I had leftover pink, so I used it to make another smaller donut to make the little frosting for it. So, yeah. Then I made this little cookie, and I used a tutorial, but I'm not sure which one, so I'll link it down. I'll link a tutorial for cookies down below. But I do it a little differently now, but yeah, so there's that. And then I have this little cat bug that I made. So I did this by myself, because there's this character on Cartoon Hangover's Bravest Warriors, and so they have this little guy called Catbug, and he's like the cutest little thing on that show, and oh my gosh, he's so adorable. But so, yeah, I just made out of clay and painted on the spots in the face. So there's that one, probably like the one I'm most proud of. Then I just have this little tiny lollipop charm that I made. So then I have this pin from Attack on Titan, and so it's the Wings of Freedom, because I love Attack on Titan. Like, I just started watching it, and I finished it in like less than a week. It was so good. But it has like a little pin back, so like I've worn this places before, and it works pretty well. Then I made, using Cool Rice Bunny's Oreo mold tutorial, I made one out of little tiny Oreos, and so I used the mold to make this little teeny tiny Oreo. It's so cute. It's like a pastel colored one. Then I made this little, I tried to make a little book. Didn't work out super well, but hey, I tried. Then I made this little tiny cookie, and it's a bit too orange for me, but I'm gonna try and fix it. So far I've had a hard time fixing it, but hey, I'm still gonna try. So that's that one. Then I have this pie, there's this pie that I made from Cool Rice Bunny's tutorial, and so you basically make this circle pie, and then you cut the little pieces, and then you can do whatever you want to them. It's like, you can pull little bites out of them, you can put little faces on them, and so I made that. Then I have these three little pendants, and so they're made out of different clays. This is Sculpey Pearl. I'm not sure if it's Sculpey 3 or Primo, but then I have these two little ones, and so there's this little circle one and this little heart one, and these are from Fimo Effect. They're called Blue. It's called Blue Agate, I believe. Yeah, I'll look into that. So then, this is my final and proudest achievement besides Catbug, but I have this little Lanye doll. So basically, my dad loves this character from Little Dorrit, which is like kind of an older English Jane Austen style movie. That's it's actually pretty good, but so this is a character called Lanye, and so my dad would joke around about it. So for Father's Day, I made him a little Lanye doll. So it's got the curly hair, and his jacket even has his like signature vest and tie, and his little weird mustache and goatee. He's kind of a creepy character, but my dad thought it was funny how he said his name, and so it kind of became like his little joke. But yeah, so those are my Polymer clay charms so far, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it if you like it. Feel free to subscribe and look out for more of my future videos. Bye!